friends, Shay here. So it's time to start a new video. I've not done a try 3 in quite a while, so I thought you guys would be interested in seeing a new one. So this try 3 is also going to be probably one of my most watched, I think, just because of the series that I'm going to be trying 3 for, and that is Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is kind of the it series right now, outside of like Spy Family and things that I'm already reading. And I am really interested if I'm going to enjoy it. I know that my gore factor, like tolerance level, is pretty low. So this is one that I've been on the fence about because of that. So in this video, I'm going to try reading the first 3 volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen. I will be doing 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to do 0. If I decide to continue, I'll go back and do 0 then. But for now, I'm just going to do 1, 2, and 3. I will be reading them via the Shonen Jump app. I will leave information about the app down below, so you can just go ahead and check that out there. But yes, that's what I'm going to be using to read. And as usual with these videos, if this is your first time here, by the way, hi, welcome. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, click the bell, do all the things. But mostly, I read the first chapter, I come back, give you my initial thoughts, more thoughts on the series in general after the first chapter, and then I check in with you at the end of each volume. So that's going to kind of be my plan as I read. I'm not sure how quickly. I don't know if I'm just going to sit and read it all at once or if I'm going to take breaks. I don't know. But at the very least, right now, I'm going to do probably the first chapter, if not the first volume, and then we'll move forward, see how things go. Let's go. Alrighty, so I've just finished the first chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1, and I'm enjoying it more than I expected to, honestly. So with this one, we have our main character who just kind of wants to lay low at school. He hangs out in the occult club with a couple of people. They're trying to get the occult club canceled. And so the track team says, no, you're on the track team, the track team coach. And he's like, fine, if I beat you, you're on the team. And if not, I'll leave you alone. And he's like, say no more, let's go. And so knowing that our main character runs fast, the track teacher purposely chose shot put. But our main character swiftly puts him in his place and more than doubles what the coach does. So he's like, okay, thanks for that, see you later. And just goes off to be with his friends. He's like, I need to be done by 5 anyway, and these clubs wouldn't be. So at that point, it's 4:30. He takes off, and he ends up at the hospital where his grandfather is. And while he's there that particular day, his grandfather does pass away. And so he's taking care of all the paperwork. And then this guy who we met early in the volume, who was hunting a powerful demonic kind of relic, shows up and says, hey, you have this relic. He's like, well, kind of. Our occult club has it. And he's like, I need it back. Give it to me. It's very dangerous. And he's like, okay. So he gives him the box, and they open the box, and it's not actually in there. He's like, well, yeah, my club mates, they were going to open the box tonight. And so he's like, that's a bad idea. And so they cut to the other students as they open it. They unwrap it. Of course, it's a mummified finger. And from there, it summons, like, the curse that is on this item. And so the curse is trying to slowly devour them. And so he and this other guy who hunts these kinds of things go and attack it, and our main character helps knock it out. And the other guy's like, I don't normally do this, but thank you, that was helpful. And from there, another curse shows up trying to consume the mummified finger to make itself stronger. And our main character's like, well, I have a curse. And so he eats it, and his curse comes to the forefront. And the guy who hunts curses essentially has let him know that he's going to exorcise him. So that's where chapter 1 ends. It's a good time so far. I'm really enjoying it. I might say a little more about the plot moving forward, but not too much because I don't want this to be spoilery. But that's the first chapter, and the art's great. I was worried about the gore factor, but in black and white, at least, the way it's drawn, it's not triggering me or like making me uncomfortable at this point. So that's good so far. We'll see how that continues over the next couple of volumes, because very well could go further. So I think it's art style wise for me, it's along the lines of like Phantom Tales of the Night, where it's right on that border where I can handle it and I'm good. But like if it went too much further, it would be too much. That's kind of where it's at for me. So if you know that reference, then that will be helpful to you to gauge it for yourself. But yes, enjoying it so far. Looking forward to actually continuing to read it. So we'll see how this goes. Hello again. So I've now finished volume 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm honestly enjoying this. It's kind of a mix of a variety of classic shonens to me. I feel like there's a little bit of Naruto, there's a little bit of Bleach, and a little bit of Demon Slayer in it. So I feel like it's kind of bridging all the gaps of a good shonen. I think this is a shonen. It might be a seinen. I can't remember. My gut says shonen, though, where it's in high school. But anyhow, I'm really enjoying it. Our characters, our cast of characters is very interesting. I'm really excited to see where it's going to go from here. Depending on how the next 2 volumes go, I might start picking this one up physically. But for right now, I'm enjoying reading it on the Shonen Jump app. It's a great app. It costs $2 a month. So if your budget's low and you want to read a lot, you can read up to 100 chapters a day with it. So it's definitely worth your investment. I have realized that even though I've had it, I've not been using it quite as much, which is kind of why I think I'm going to do a few more projects kind of like this. So anyways, very excited to continue. I will see you at the end of volume 2. Okay, we've got volume 2 finished up, and I'm continuing to like the direction of the story. And I do like that we're seeing the consequences of how strong and how powerful these curses are. The way volume 2 shook out ended up being really enjoyable for me. It did kind of initially in the beginning of the volume go kind of how I expected it to, but it got better for me, like as it continued to go. So yes, I'm very much looking forward to jumping into volume 3 and enjoying that as well. So far, so good. I think this is a new shonen I can get behind, which I really am honestly surprised. I thought I would get in and, you know, maybe enjoy it, maybe be bored, or maybe be grossed out. Like, there was kind of just those 3 options for me. But I'm on the enjoying it camp, so I can understand why everybody's really enjoying this series and why it's gotten so popular so quickly. So, yes, I am enjoying myself with this one. I'm going to dive into volume 3, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts, let you know if I'm going to continue, all that kind of stuff. So, see you on the other side. Okay, friends, so I just finished volume 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I think I'm in for the long haul on this one. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I expected to. I think if I were watching it, the gore would be a little too much for me. But having it flat on a paper in black and white, like I can kind of ignore some of it, where on a big screen I can't so much. So for the gore factor, like it's still present, but it's in that way where like Phantom Tales of the Night, I can get through it. So I'm really, really excited to continue this one. The current like story that's being told is really, really good. So like I'm in. And I didn't expect to be in. So yes, big surprise. I'm officially on the Jujutsu Kaisen hype train. I really enjoyed the first 3 volumes. I am going to keep going. Not for this video, obviously. But I will continue to read Jujutsu Kaisen. So yes, those are my thoughts. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I appreciate you being here. If you're here just because you love me, leave me some sort of ghost-related emoji down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head?